If you're thinking about buying a new streaming box, hit pause for a second. Apple is getting ready to release a brand new Apple TV 4K. And there's one upgrade that could completely change the way you experience streaming. It's not just about faster chips or bigger storage. This time, Apple might deliver cleaner picture quality while using less data, something that could quietly transform your day-to-day streaming life. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether you should wait for the new model or grab the current one while it's on sale. Before we jump in, remember, none of this is officially confirmed. These details come from strong industry leaks, reliable supply chain chatter, and Apple's upgrade patterns. My job here on GadgetVerse is to break these rumors into real-world benefits, no hype. It's no fluff. Let's start with the upgrade that matters the most: picture quality without the bandwidth pain. The biggest rumor is that Apple's switching to a newer chip, at least the A16, but possibly the A17 or something even better. Why does that matter? Because Apple's A17-class chips unlock hardware of V1 decoding. It's a next-generation video format that YouTube, Netflix, and other platforms are already pushing hard. AV1 can deliver clearer 4K video with fewer compression artifacts while using less bandwidth. That means smoother playback, fewer buffering moments, and cleaner motion even if your Wi-Fi isn't perfect. If you watch a lot of 4K YouTube, AV1 isn't just a feature. It's a game changer. The 2022 Apple TV doesn't support AV1 at all. So if Apple goes with a 16, you'll get faster performance but no AV1. If they jump to a 17 or newer, you get the real upgrade, the one you can actually see. Now, speed. Even with the A16, you'll feel snappier app launches, smoother navigation, better scrubbing through long movies. With a 17 or a newer variant, you're looking at a significant boost in graphics performance. That's perfect for Apple Arcade players, high bitrate video, and future apps that demand more muscle. No, the Apple TV won't turn into a PS5 overnight, but the user experience will feel far more fluid and responsive. Connectivity is another area Apple is expected to polish. Wi-Fi is the lifeline of any streaming device. And the next Apple TV will almost certainly include Wi-Fi 6E. That opens up the clean 6 GHz band, meaning far less interference from your phone, laptop, smart home devices, or your neighbor's 20 Wi-Fi networks. The result? More stable for 1,000 streams and fewer quality drops, especially in crowded homes or apartment buildings. Wi-Fi 7 is possible, but less likely. If it happens, cloud gaming and high bitrate HDR streaming will feel insanely stable. One small but important detail: Ethernet and Thread. Apple previously split these features between model tiers. The new Apple TV may include both as standard, which would be huge if you use your box as the central smart home hub. Now let's talk about the remote, the daily pain point that every Apple TV owner knows too well. Rumors suggest a new Siri Remote with Find My support, possibly powered by ultra-wideband. That means you could ping the remote exactly like an AirTag and never lose it again. They'll likely keep USB-C charging and the aluminum design. It's a small change, but it solves a big annoyance. Storage is another upgrade that matters more than people realize. With bigger games and heavier apps, the older 64 GB version fills up fast. The new model is expected to start at 128 GB, with a possible 256 GB option. That means less app reloading, fewer storage warnings, and smoother switching between games or large media apps. Now, what's likely to stay the same? And why that's actually great news. Expect for KHDR Dolby Vision, HDR 1.0+, Dolby Atmos, and EARC pass-through to remain. If you use HomePods as your TV speakers, your audio setup stays pristine and TVOs. Still, the cleanest, most polished streaming interface out there. No ads shoved in your face. No endless sponsored rows. Features like Insight will continue showing you the actor on screen, the song playing, and letting you jump straight into related movies without leaving your current content. Let's zoom into gaming for a moment. Apple has quietly built a solid foundation: pro-level chips, controller support, and high-quality games. If the new Apple TV gets an A17 class chip, You'll see faster load times, better visuals, and smoother gameplay. Combine that with Wi-Fi 6E, and cloud gaming becomes far more realistic. No confirmation yet on 4K 120Hz output, so assume 60Hz for now. But higher GPU headroom alone will make games feel more responsive. For smart home lovers, this part is exciting. Apple TV is already one of the most reliable HomeKit and Matter hubs. A stronger thread-border router inside the new model could significantly boost your smart home's responsiveness. That means lights turn on instantly, sensors respond quicker, and automations fire with zero delay. If you've ever shouted at a lamp that takes 2 seconds to turn on, you know why this matters? Let's talk price, because this may be the curveball. There's chatter that Apple wants a more aggressive price point. It's possibly near $99 to compete harder with Roku and Amazon. If true, the new Apple TV could instantly become the best value high-end streamer. If Apple keeps the current $129, $149 range, then it becomes a more strategic decision, especially if the 2022 model goes on heavy discount. So, should you upgrade? If you own the 2022 Apple TV 4K and your main streaming apps run fine, you might want to wait unless you watch tons of YouTube, have Wi-Fi congestion, or are building a thread-heavy smart home. In those cases, the 2025 model could make a meaningful difference. But if you're upgrading from anything older HD, 2017, 2021, you'll feel the boost immediately. Faster performance, better compatibility, and smoother everything. Let's be realistic. If Apple sticks with the A16 chip, you'll still get better Wi-Fi, more storage, and probably that Find My Remote. But a V1 is the real tipping point. If the new Apple TV gets a 17-class AV1 decoding, that's the everyday upgrade that truly matters. One last thought: longevity. Apple supports its TV boxes for many years, much longer than most competitors. A 2025 Apple TV could easily get updates well into the early 2030s. Your investment stretches far. Your device stays fast, and TVO's updates don't slow it down. Here's your final verdict from GadgetVerse. If you can wait a little longer, wait. If the new Apple TV lands with a V1 Wi-Fi 6E, 128GB base storage, and Find My Remote at around $99 to $129, it instantly becomes the streaming device to beat. If it launches without a V1 and stays expensive, watch for discounts on the 2022 model. Anything under $100 is a steal. Heavy YouTube watcher? Wait, bad Wi-Fi? Or a noisy apartment building? Wait, building a smart home? Wait, happy with your 2022 model? Only upgrade on sale. Coming from anything older? Upgrade will feel it from the first swipe. In the end, the best upgrade is the one you barely notice. Faster apps, cleaner picture, a remote you never lose, and a smart home that actually feels smart. The next Apple TV 4K might land right in that sweet spot, and when Apple officially unveils it, GadgetVerse will break down the real-world performance and tell you exactly which model you should buy. So hold on to your wallet just a bit longer. Your next binge watch session might thank you.